This portion of the scheduled meeting of the Egg Harbor Township Committee is being videotaped for broadcast. Due to either technical reasons or topics for discussion that may be held in closed session pursuant to the New Jersey Open Public Meetings Act, there may be interruptions in the videotaping of these proceedings. This meeting will be aired by EHT TV, Channel 97, on May 9th, beginning at 7 a.m.
Very good. Very good. Could you all please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Cafaro.
Here.
Ellis.
Here.
Watson.
Yep.
Pauls.
Here.
And Fromer.
I'm here. Tonight, we're going to start the meeting with our favorite thing to do, to honor people that have done something wonderful. And we have two young gentlemen here tonight. And Kellen and Eddie, would you two come forward? Mr. Cafaro is going to read.
Thank you.
Mr. Ellis, would you like to come down?
You sure?
I'd like to give a brief description on the event. Kellen Cromwell, in recognition of your participation in Egg Harbor Township Junior Wrestling and your outstanding accomplishments for a two-time winner, the Junior 95-pound division, New Jersey State Wrestling Champion, going unscored in the state tournament. Kellen has become only the second EHT junior wrestler to win 2 New Jersey state titles. He has received the All-American status at Wildwood Nationals and earned 7 South Jersey Wrestling Championship titles. Kellen finished the year with a 54-6 record across all league and national and local tournaments. The Township Committee is proud to recognize your prestigious success earned as a result of your athletic ability, hard work, and dedication to excellence. We congratulate you and offer our best wishes for continued success.
Hey, Mayor, he would have been 54-7, because I go to the practice, but my back hurt, so I didn't jump on him. He would have been, oh, good job. Good
That's
job.
excellent job.
Right.
Excellent job.
Yeah, I love to see him back. Good job.
All right.
Eddie's next.
Eddie Brownlee, in recognition of your participation in the Egg Harbor Township Junior Wrestling and your outstanding accomplishments for taking second place in the novice 90-pound division, New Jersey State Wrestling Champion. Eddie started the wrestling season 10-7, then went on to win 29 of his next 32 matches, including first place in South Jersey Wrestling League Championship and the Upper Township State Qualifier. Eddie finished the year with 39 wins. He was not seeded in the state tournament, which forced him to wrestle 5 additional matches, that including him beating the 4th and top seeds, returning state champion before falling short in the state final. The Township is proud to recognize your prestigious success earned as a result of your athletic ability, hard work, and dedication to excellence. We congratulate you and offer our best wishes for continued success.
Not bad with the novice division. Very good.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
We are absolutely so impressed with the talent of both of them. And we can't wait to see what you're going to do next year.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, pretty good wrestlers.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing about wrestling? Oh,
What is it?
Yeah.
good, good.
I'll be ready.
Traveling.
Ah, you like
I'm
traveling?
gonna work out, I'll be ready to come out with this.
We can't wait to see what you do next year, but congratulations, and you know what? Have a good summer.
Thank you.
Are you taking the summer off from wrestling? No.
Yeah.
Dude.
Just asking.
Thank you. Thank you very
That's
much.
awesome.
Toughest sport in the world.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
6 minutes of more. more energy is expelled in that 6 minutes than
The strength.
Oh, unbelievable.
All right. Now, we are very blessed here in the township to have a wonderful clerk and a wonderful office that does outstanding work for all of us. So, I'm going to read this into the record. The Township of Egg Harbor proclamation recognizing the 55th anniversary of Municipal Clerks Week, May 5th through May 11th. Whereas the office of the municipal clerk, a time-honored and vital part of the local government, exists throughout the world. And whereas the office of the municipal clerk provides a professional link between citizens, the local governing bodies, and agencies of government at all other levels. And whereas municipal clerks, clerks, have pledged to be ever mindful of their neutrality, impartiality, rendering equal service to all. And whereas the municipal clerk serves as the information center on functions of local government and community. And whereas the municipal clerk continually strives to improve the administration of the affairs of the office of municipal clerk through the participation in education programs, seminars, workshops, and the annual meetings of their state, provincial, county, and international professional organizations. And whereas it is most appropriate that we recognize the accomplishments of the office of the municipal clerk, especially the clerks in Egg Harbor Township. I'm adding that to it.
Oh, thank you.
Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Township Committee of the Township of Egg Harbor, County of Atlantic, and State of New Jersey do recognize the week of May 5th through May 11th as Municipal Clerks Week, and further extend our appreciation to our Township Clerk Eileen Tedesco, Deputy Township Clerk Janice Hughes, for the vital services they perform and their exemplary dedication to the community they represent. But this is for you.
Thank you.
And as we've all dealt with you in different ways, your office is a pleasure to deal with.
Thank you.
Do an outstanding job.
Very much.
Tom, do you want to talk to the chief now?
You want-
Chief, do you want to talk about that now? The dog beach?
I gave him a brief synopsis, but not as good as you, sir.
We're on the record now, but
This is regarding the add-on resolution 241.
for Cape May County.
Okay, so you already read the resolution, I assume?
I just gave him a
He
brief
gave us an
synopsis, but if you want to just touch base on the finer points.
So as in years, as the committee already, many already understand or know, years past, the issue at Malibu Beach, otherwise known as Dog Beach, off of Longport Boulevard between Ocean City and Longport, has been an area of increasing concern over the last many years. The amount of visitors that are, I guess, enjoying that part of our community seems to be increasing, and with that increase comes risk. And that risk being, there's been, the shoulders are not for parking, although people have been using them for parking. It creates just so many hazards to those that are biking through the area, those that are running through the area, those that are walking, and those that are visiting. And I've said before, and I think the numbers Sergeant Stearns had put in the resolution data that shows that, this is a problem lying in wait, and it's not when it's going to happen, or no, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. And so the whole reason to put this resolution and make it an emergent situation is so we can now have action taken by Cape May County to address some roadway improvements out there to reduce or to increase and improve the safety for those that are visiting and those that are traversing through the area. That's the only way to do that, to expedite things. And that is to hopefully reduce or basically eliminate the shoulders from parking, and that'll be done through, I forget the term they used it in the resolution, but it's just so Cape May County can maybe designate those lanes as a bike lane, and they can put the proper signage and markings on the roadway to hopefully eliminate the parking problem that we've had in the past. Now, the previous, or one of the thoughts was to put the Jersey barriers that would just completely restrict parking and would leave both lanes completely open to anyone biking or running or jogging or walking through the area. But this appears to be the most reasonable solution right now to hopefully just eliminate the parking by making sure that motorists will see that if the area is completely zoned for biking, and that's that. So that's, and I think Cape May County, again, they need the emergent order so they can expedite things on their end.
And so the public understands that that part of Egg Harbor Township is actually under the control of Cape May County and Ocean City. The bridge coming right off the bridge, then it turns into Egg Harbor Township.
It's my understanding that when they did that, when they did that bridge project, part of the, legislation or ordinance at the time, Cape May County engineers or Cape May County accepted the maintenance of the roadway that comes into Egg Harbor Township.
Yeah.
It's still posted, or it is posted as Cape May route up until the traffic light at Longport Boulevard. And so with that, in order for the engineer who came to our ad hoc meeting last week, they were like, that's basically the direction in order to get things moving, and this is why.
That we need to do.
And it's long overdue, because
No, it is.
we don't need that tragedy out there.
In that section, Chief, would RPD still have the ability to ticket, or would it fall on Ocean City or?
I think it would, I actually believe it would be either or.
Okay.
We've been ticketing out there, we've been doing the towing, we've been responding to the beach, and some could say that it's not our jurisdiction. The roadway's not our jurisdiction because it's supposed to Cape May County. The beach certainly isn't our jurisdiction, that falls under the wildlife management. But we do what we do best. We've been rising to the occasion and responding out there. But I would say that we can't afford another summer of tying up our resources by responding out there. And I think it's important to say why, and that's what you see that our officers are dealing with day in and day out here in Egg Harbor Township. I mean, between the barricaded subject a couple weeks ago, that really takes on a lot of resources, to today, to the potential tragedy that was averted by, being a doll versus a human out there, to a tragic accident that just occurred involving a 15-year-old. Why I'm standing before you today, amongst everything else that our officers are tasked with, and running from call to call, domestic violence, shoplifting, and the things that the community just maybe many don't see that our officers are continually involved in. I know Lieutenant Mensch is still here, but just little things, a couple days ago, a lady got part of her finger severed in one of our hotels, and who's there to attend to that, to get her and the lady to the hospital. I mean, these are the things that our officers are responding to, and then, basically finishing up and moving on to the next call that is potentially tragic.
Yeah.
So with that being said, that's why we need some action out at Dog Beach, because we can't have during the summer months our officers tied up dealing with parking complaints, dealing with dogs, dog bites, and and things like that. They need to be here dealing with the more serious things like what
We'll get this done tonight for you, and hopefully it works.
Yeah.
But Fred, the problem, but this is not brand new, that parking lot is not enough. People see the parking lot, they want to use the beach. I mean, if it's Cape May County, they gotta look at that parking lot, maybe close the parking lot. They've still got some cars that can park there, and they're gonna try to park somewhere.
I would agree with that, but I do think it is a unique, a unique area in our section of Atlantic County that I just think that it does need to be limited, because overuse will basically destroy that area. And I do think this will hopefully help prevent.
I think it will. I mean, a few years ago, I think we all took trips over and around many times, because on the weekends out there, it was dangerous. It was just dangerous. It wasn't just crazy, it was dangerous.
Going back when the dunes was there, it was terrible. I mean, and it's just, that's not good, you gotta block it off. They can't park on the shoulders, not enough room.
That's good. And thank you all your officers for everything they do.
No, they know they're appreciated, and I think most of our community does appreciate them. I just think that it's important to note that the Egg Harbor Township is not a, you know, we're the largest community other than Atlantic City and Egg Harbor Township, and we're dealing with the quality of life issues all the way up to the extreme stuff. And it's not, we're not that community that we get, you know, we get them maybe once a week or once a month. They're happening daily here, and our officers are dealing with it, dealing with it well. And I know that you all appreciate them, and I just sometimes think that needs to be said. So hopefully our community knows what they're doing, I mean, because they're hustling from call to call, and just they deserve to know that they're being recognized. So
Appreciate it, no doubt.
All right.
I know they're
And
appreciated.
Fred, you had a tree hit in front of Lloyd's tonight, and it backed traffic up. It was unbelievable, the traffic, and the guys were working traffic till the hook got there to get that car out of the trees. I mean, I think it's phenomenal at what we've turned into, along with all the other communities with the traffic flow is amazing.
No, and then you brought up another, again,
It's
I forgot
amazing.
about that crash. So that crash occurred.
That was unbelievable,
It
what
impacts-
happened there.
It impacts the community.
That's right.
It takes resources to get out there and to, you know, do the traffic control, and then before you know it, then we have a, you know, a young man who's hit on our roadways shortly thereafter.
Mhm.
And then this is the, how busy our police department is. We're responsive. Again, in years past, we used to be more proactive. But unfortunately, right now, we're just responsive.
So much.
So, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Chief.
All righty. We are going to move on to ordinance number 10, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance number 10 is an ordinance authorizing the sale of Block 9405, Lot 17, in accordance with NJSA 48:12-13B5. The purpose of this ordinance is to sell a man-made lagoon located off Stern Drive in the Anchorage Point development to the adjoining property owners, being the Anchorage Point Lagoon, a nonprofit corporation. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone here that would like to talk about ordinance number 10? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Good afternoon, folks. I would like to share a spoken word.
She needs to come
Wait,
up.
you need to
Well,
come down. Do you want to talk about ordinance number 10?
Not necessarily.
We have a public comment portion that you can come down in that.
I'm sorry.
We have a public comment section.
Okay, yes. Yes, ma'am. I would just like to give a public comment.
Okay, but not about ordinance number 10.
No, no.
Okay, on the public comment, we'll right at you, tell you to come on down. Okay. All right, can I have a roll call, please?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the motion.
It was Ray and Joe.
Ray and Joe, thank you. Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Primer.
Yes. Can I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 10?
So moved.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Primer.
Yes. Ordinance introduction, number 14, Mr. Friedman.
Thank you, Mayor. Ordinance 14 is an ordinance to amend the code of the Township of Egg Harbor, being Chapter 6, entitled The Administration of Government, creating the position of a Human Resources Officer. The purpose of this ordinance is to add a new Section 6-19, establishing and creating the position of a Human Resources Officer for the Township of Egg Harbor. The public hearing on Ordinance 14 will be held on June 12, 2024, at 5:30 p.m. Thank you.
Can I have a motion to introduce ordinance number 14?
I'll make the motion for introduction.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Primer.
Yes. Now we're at general public discussion. Ma'am, would you like to come on down?
You need a motion, Mayor.
Can I have a motion?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, we need a motion to close it. Absolutely.
My mistake.
That's how we do things backwards there, don't they?
We just need your name and address for the record.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. My name is Samantha Lilizol. My address is 916 Wesley Avenue in Ocean City, New Jersey. All right, yes, good afternoon. Thank you for this opportunity to speak. Once again, my name is Samantha Lilizal, coming to you from Ocean City. The concern I would like to bring light of this afternoon is regarding the Atlantic City International Airport location here within Egg Harbor Township, close by to Galloway. Specifically, I would like to propose that maintaining or keeping the Spirit Airlines name within the location. As a recent college graduate from Stockton University, I specialize in the social sciences that analyzes and looks at economic concerns within business and just locations in general. Firstly, I find it interesting that studies show that the color yellow actually makes customers more drawn into certain locations. The Spirit Airlines Airport, known for its yellow slogan, yellow airplanes that travel throughout Atlantic County and so forth. In addition, coming to you folks from Ocean City, my grandfather was the president of the Ocean City Airport within Ocean City, and to increase their quantity of workers, visitors, they implemented a diner there at the airport location, in which significantly increased the number of customers and folks flying with them. Likewise, I feel that if Spirit Airlines were to implement a Spirit Airlines diner, if you will, that can save, if you will, the name. In addition, our neighboring town of Atlantic City didn't give up when the town was in distress in terms of, as someone who recently graduated from Stockton University, they implemented a Stockton campus there in Atlantic City to better the town, to increase the number of visitors and so forth, in addition to the indoor water park that was implemented recently within the town. Likewise, I feel that for many folks who even maybe in the room here, who enjoy the Spirit Airlines location, that similar to our neighboring town of Atlantic City, that did not give up when tension came financially and what have you, they implemented more attractions to the town. I truly feel that a Spirit Airlines diner, if you will, or attractions on site, may increase the number of folks who may want to work there. Lastly, with Stockton University, that is 10 minutes away from the location, as a recent graduate, there is an aviation club, folks. They're 10 minutes away from the Spirit Airlines. In a recent article that I read of JetBlue looking to take over, if you will, the location, I feel that maintaining the name of the Spirit Airlines can be an excellent opportunity for Stockton internship students to endeavor in working for the Spirit Airlines location, in addition to how there's an aviation club. Lastly, I feel that more workers looking to be obtained for JetBlue may not solve the issue of the concern with Spirit Airlines, right? I feel, to reiterate that, I feel students looking at Stockton to work for Spirit Airlines can keep this existence, if you will. Not to mention the NARTP location, 10 minutes down the street from the Spirit Airlines location, the Aerospace Technology Park is hand in hand with that of the Spirit Airlines location. They may have faced their time of struggling with maintaining more workers and what have you, yet they are still up and running. I used to work for the pilot services in Egg Harbor Township, similar to that of the Spirit Airlines airport, and we have been significantly struggling, folks, with workers, as someone who is personally in social work. And yet, as a nonprofit, we are still up and running. So all in all, I find it very interesting, once again, that studies show, folks, that as silly, for lack of better terms, as it may sound, that the color yellow, studies show that the color yellow attracts and allures customers into any location. I mean, let's see, a yellow airplane in the sky is alluring, right? So all in all, I would like to propose to you folks, thank you for this opportunity to speak, that the Spirit Airlines location and name stay intact for Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey. As someone who's flown on that multiple times with my father and what have you, as a follower of Jesus Christ, as a Christian, the name Spirit reminds me of the Holy Spirit. I just had to say that as well. So thank you, folks. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Thank you. We are very happy that Spirit Airlines is here, and many of us use Spirit Airlines, some more regular than others, but it offers a great convenience to people that live in this area.
Yes, ma'am.
It really does. And you're right, those big yellow planes, you look at when they're up in the sky, you see them.
Yes,
And
ma'am. All right, thank you, folks.
But thank you. As a fellow Stockton grad, you did a great job.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Is there anyone else that would like to address? Come on down, name and address for the record, please.
James Pesh, 838 English Creek Ave. I just have a few questions.
Yes.
There is two beautiful brand-new bridges on Beavis Mill Road. And I'm curious, who paid for those?
County.
County.
Well,
As
you
a
did.
county-
You did. We did. We all
As a
did.
county taxpayer, I'd like to ask you why I'm not allowed to drive down it.
If you've been watching or following any of the news on this, you know why. That you can go down that road.
Yes,
You absolutely can go down that road. I was on it yesterday. The sign is not in the middle of the road.
not in the middle of the road, but it's still a sign. So, having said that, are we saying that I'm permitted to ignore the road closed sign?
Well, when the road closed sign is in the middle of the road and it says road closed, you don't go down the road.
Okay.
That's how I fall. I don't know about the
If
rest
it's
of
not right in the
you.
middle of the road, you can just ignore it. and
I don't know if you want to go on
assume
semantics
that
on
the road
this,
is open.
but you know why.
I
You
do
know why.
But my issue is that there's a very small handful of residents on the small road. As not to inconvenience them with additional traffic, we've detoured down Steelmanville, adding more traffic to the traffic light at Steelmanville and Ocean Heights. Brought down to Ocean Heights and Zion, adding more traffic there. Down Zion Road, adding more traffic there, and now down English Creek, and adding more traffic there. As a resident who had to put up with 5.5 years worth of the next bridge on Mays Landing, Summers Point being closed, and traffic detoured down English Creek Avenue, I think it's unfair to add this detour on top. And it's also unfair to inconvenience all those people on all of those roads.
Well, I think part of the reason some of the things that occurred out there is that road is not meant for two tractor trailers to go next to each other. It's not wide enough.
Okay?
So there are reasons, that's a quiet country road.
Mhm.
That's what it is. You've lived here a long time,
I have,
so you know this.
I do.
So there's a lot, I think the goal of putting that up there was to get the summer traffic to go a different way.
Of course it was, I understand that. But that different way makes congestion on already crowded streets and
Every road
intersections.
closed, no matter where it is gonna shift traffic from point A to point B until it is fixed. That is something that's gonna happen whether Bevis Mill was a 4-lane highway or not. It's gonna shift traffic to wherever they have to go to get to where they're going.
I agree, but there would be less traffic shift on a half a mile detour as opposed to a 3.5 mile detour through the center of town.
May I?
Yeah, please, guys.
So the road that's closed for the bridge is a county road, county project.
Correct.
They have to detour that project on county roads. So English Creek, Zion, Steelmanville, it's all county roads. They have to do that. The overflow is taking the shortcut through Bevis Mill. So we're doing what we can do for our residents there in the short term to help them get through the summer. When the county is doing the project, creating the problem, around. They have to detour that way. That's not us. They have to do it. They have to stay on county roads for a county job to detour. So that's the detour. Bevis Mill is the shortcut. Just so you're clear on, it's the
And
county
you've probably
project
been
and they
on
have
that. I
to.
would imagine you've already been on Bevis Mill.
Yeah.
So,
I was,
yes,
but.
just go the speed limit and be respectful for the
I do the
neighbors.
speed limit, but technically I am breaking the law by ignoring the sign. Am I not?
If the sign is not in the road,
The sign says road closed.
well, when I was here when was
That's
it,
what the sign
Monday?
says.
The sign was off the road.
I know that, but I'm pretty sure if I was ticketed and went to court and said, well, the sign wasn't right in the middle of the road, I'm pretty sure I would lose that argument.
I don't believe the township has passed an ordinance that makes it illegal to traverse on Bevis Mill Road. The sign is there designed to discourage people from traveling on the municipal road and in turn to encourage people to stay on the county roads because they're diverting off a county street. So, and out of the pathway of the county detour scheme.
Okay, so my next question is, do you have a list of road closed signs that I have to adhere to and a list of road closed signs that I can just ignore?
This is a esoteric argument that when you get if you get a ticket for traveling on Bevis Mill Road, you could raise that as a defense in front of the judge.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody else like to address the governing body? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public portion?
I'll make the motion, Mayor.
All in favor?
Aye.
We have the budget adoption, Resolution 227, authorizing a self-examination of the 2024 municipal budget. Can I have a motion to adopt Resolution? You're welcome. 227?
I'll make a motion for adoption of 227.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. Can I? Resolution 228, authorizing the 2024 municipal budget to be read by title only. Can I have a motion to adopt?
And I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
Fromer.
Yes. The budget adoption public hearing. Is there anyone here that would like to talk about the budget? Seeing none, can I have a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll second it.
Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. Can I have a motion to adopt Resolution 229?
So moved.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Yes, and I believe that that resolution needs to be read into the
You want me to read
record
that
as
one in?
well, yes.
Sure. Resolution 229, authorizing adoption of the 2024 municipal budget as introduced, is hereby adopted and shall constitute an appropriation for the purposes stated of the sums therein set forth as appropriations and authorization of the amount of $27,532,541.00 for municipal purposes and $836,517.00 for open space, recreation, farmland, historic preservation, trust fund levy.
Thank you. I'll do the roll call now.
Okay.
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Hodson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. Open space public hearing? Tom?
As you know, we can use the open space funds, utilize them for rec programs and rec development. So that's what we're doing this year. Everybody received a copy of that in the original budget documents that I sent out. Total money in use for 2024 is $2,428,344. It's a combination of what's left over from last year, the taxes, and then we did receive our $400,000 grant reimbursement.
We got
the
it?
LEAP grant. We got cash in hand.
Tell Ro, thank you very much.
I did. She just got us more money the other day.
Tom, the 2.4, that includes the 800 that's going in?
Yes.
In August?
Yes, sir. Yes.
It's in, okay, good.
And of that, we're looking at, it's very aggressive. We moved a few things around up this year. You know, the Bargaintown tennis courts. We got a partial grant for that. That whole project will be $489,000 with about $122,000 being covered by a grant.
Very good.
Whereas if we did that 2 or 3 years from now, like we planned, it'd be hit or miss if there'd be a grant available. So this is something we're looking to do. We did allocate $400,000 for the soccer fields to renovate them over at Canale Park. And then various rec improvements to include Field 6 lighting. Using that $400,000 adds up to about $725,000.
Yeah.
And then some stuff with the camera systems for the nature reserve, MK betterment, and an upgrade for the whole system to kind of get them all on the same page.
Oh, that's
They're
good.
not all on the same
That's
page
good.
right now.
We're getting a lot done.
That's
So,
very good.
Yeah. So if everything comes to fruition, we're looking at $1,736,819.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you.
Yes. That's the.
Can I have a motion to close the public comment on open space?
I make it.
Can I have a second?
I'll second it.
Roll call, please.
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. We have a resolution consent calendar number 230 through and including 238. Can I, if anybody have any questions? If not, can I have a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, can I have a second, please?
Second.
Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Watson?
Yep.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. We have a supplemental agenda, resolutions 241 and 242, we talked about in work session. I forgot to do that first. and then I'll-
Okay.
Can I have a motion to approve the supplemental agenda?
So move for numbers 241 and 242.
Can I have a second, please?
Second.
Thank you. Roll call?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Watson?
Yep.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. Now I'm going to jump back to 239, authorizing payment of all bills pursuant to the attachment. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make it.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Roll call, please?
Cafaro?
Yes.
Ellis?
Yes.
Watson?
Yes.
Pauls?
Yes.
And Fromer.
Yes. Township committee reports. Mr. Pauls?
Just wanted to comment that had a pretty bad accident on Fernwood Avenue the other night. Lost one township resident and we got 3 injured pretty good there. Just wanted to say my prayers for those families and hope everything winds up fine for them.
Mr. Ellis?
My prayers go with the family. I also, I always like giving a shout out to Public Works. EMTs, you can never say enough about them. I don't know how they could gain weight because they're on call all the time. I never see them sit down, have a lunch break. Public Works and all, good job. And City Hall, Township workers, good job.
Thank you.
Mayor, may I make a quick comment on
Yes.
Mr. Ellis? As I told you earlier today, so I was talking with Chief Brunig earlier today. They responded to 60 calls in 30 hours these past 2 days.
I see them.
Just
I'm
so you know how busy
I'm
they
out
are.
there. I see them. That's what I say. I don't know how they can gain weight. I don't think they can eat lunch. They get
So
called.
approving the
nonstop.
budget gets us more help for them, so that's good.
Yes, we need it.
Crazy busy.
Thank you.
You just follow up on Will. I mean, like the chief said today, our public safety is busy in this township. Today, I couldn't believe the accidents they had, including the one on the way here tonight,
Yeah.
where they wanted the helicopter to land at the Bargaintown Road, and they diverted it into Summers Point. But to our public safety people, police, fire, and rescue, they're doing a job, and we appreciate them, and every resident should acknowledge the work they do. To the police department, they're always busy. Our roads are loaded, like we just heard someone from the public speak about. That's not our choosing of what the roads do. County changes roads, the state tortured us for 4 years on overpass work in this township. So we have to do the best we can for the public, and that one in front of Lloyd's today at 3 o'clock, it was amazing on what happened there. I think the traffic backed up, she didn't see it, she put the brakes on, went into the tree. So again, like Will spoke about the fatal at 3 o'clock in the morning, I heard it. I knew exactly what it was by the transmissions from the fire department. And our firemen, Bargaintown, Scullville, and all of them were second to none. I listen to paid departments, nobody can top them. On a better note, we're starting our planning for the Memorial Day Parade. As everybody can see, the banner went up, okay? I met with the committee last night. We should have a good parade, but again, the parade is directed on the weather. If the weather cooperates, we should have a great parade. So for everybody, it is Memorial Day coming. It is May, in case you haven't seen the calendar, and we'll have a nice parade, hopefully, we normally do, down Ocean Heights Avenue to the Memorial. I'm lucky this year we have a bigger group of veterans that have offered interest of helping out with the parade. So to everyone, and I know Rose getting inquiries from the public of wanting to be in the parade, call up, tell us we'll be there. We'll hopefully get you in a good spot and you enjoy the march or the walk. Ray marches, I walk down Ocean Heights Avenue to the Memorial. And hopefully, as we've asked many years for a flyover, as everybody knows, we have 2 military installations in our township. Coast Guard Air Station at the FAA, along with the 177th, and we're planning to have a flyover. And that's always a good thing because people will see the flyover. That's it, Mayor.
Thank you very much. Mr. Cafaro.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple of things, but Will, I want to comment that was certainly a tragedy. And we have stop signs there, and they're circled with lights, red flashing lights. It's just the 87-year-old man, it's just terrible. But the stop sign system there is an excellent system. Just unfortunately, he just blew through the stop sign. That was tragic. But you 2 young gentlemen tonight with their wrestling ability. Congratulations, fellas. That was wonderful. Some good news, we're real close to picking up another 525 acres in conservation area. So think about it. We have 220 acres at the nature reserve. If we settle this 525 acres, and that'll be soon, very soon, we'll have 745 acres in conservation. So my challenge there is hopefully we can find another 200, and stick with the math, another 225 acres, and we'll be a 1,000-acre club, guys.
We're looking. We're looking.
We got to shoot for that. That would be wonderful. We have 2 great properties in there. Your open space budget is excellent, Tom. A lot of things that we're doing. And last but not least, I want to wish all the moms out there happy Mother's Day. It's this Sunday coming up. So moms, grandmoms, young moms, happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you. I just want to reiterate what really everybody has said. Safety is a concern for everybody, and neighborhoods are always talking about speeders on their street. Usually the speeders are the people that live here when you're in the back neighborhoods. So we just want to ask everybody to please be careful. Please drive the speed limit. Please keep an eye on what's on the side of the roads. Things are happening, and as you heard from the chief, our police officers are busy every single day with all different kinds of events that happen. So please do your own part. We all have to do our own part. We have to be vigilant where we're driving. We have to be careful. We have to stop at stop signs. And today was a rough day. Yesterday was a rough day. When we lose people in this town from an accident, it breaks all of our hearts, and our hearts go out to all the families. And again, today, just before you 2 came that way, there was another one. So be careful out there. That's what we just like everyone to be safe. Drive careful in your neighborhoods. Drive careful on the major roads. And let's see if we can kind of turn the tide on some of the accidents that are happening. And that's really all I have. Except for 9 o'clock for the parade, right, Paul?
Yep.
9 o'clock.
And the discussion is why it isn't later. The reason being is 9 o'clock, we're before the Linwood Northfield Summers Point one, where a lot of people want to go to Summers Point or to Linwood North. So 9 o'clock sharp, we're usually done by a little after 10. They zip in for 11 o'clock at Summers Point. And a lot of people that participate in our parade go down to Summers Point.
They do.
9 o'clock sharp.
Very good. We've got some approvals. Can I have a motion to approve the payroll for the month of April 2024 in the amount of $1,617,238.07?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 There we go. Motion to approve the April 24th Township Committee meeting minutes. Can I have a-
I'll second it.
All in favor? Aye. Motion to approve the April 24th Township Committee closed session meeting minutes.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Tom, do we have need for a closed session?
We do, ma'am. A few quick topics.
Okay.
Resolution 240, authorizing the Township Committee to convene into closed executive session to discuss matters which may involve personnel and/or legal matters. Whereas the Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting in certain circumstances, and whereas this public body is of the opinion that such circumstances presently exist, and whereas the governing body wishes to discuss matters involving personnel and/or legal matters as follows. Personnel, EHT, Emergency Services Department, Employment and Personnel Matters, anticipated disclosure 6 months. Legal, EHT, EMS, a shared services contract update, anticipated disclosure 1 year. The shared service agreement between Egg Harbor Township and the school board, update on that, anticipated disclosure 1 year. And then an update on the Egg Harbor Township versus Bergen matter, anticipated disclosure 1 year. Whereas minutes will be kept, and once the matters involving the confidentiality of the above no longer requires that confidentiality, then the minutes can be made public. Now therefore be it resolved by the Township Committee of the Township of Egg Harbor, County of Atlantic, State of New Jersey, that the public be excluded from this meeting.
Can I have a motion to go into
I'll make the
closed?
motion.
Second it?
Roll call?
Rivera.
Yes.
Ellis.
Yes.
Hobson.
Yes.
Pauls.
Yes.
And Furlong.
Yes.